Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. Today we're going to be looking at the ASTRA effects pedal. So I've wanted a really good modulation effects pedal for a while, but I wanted something that would have many effects built into one pedal and also have it easy to use. I think this pedal clicks off most of those parameters. It is kind of easy to use, but there is also some caveats. Like it's hard to know what pedal you're on because it just clicks down the list and it has little lights to tell you where you're at, but then you don't know which pedal it's emulating. It's pretty obvious to tell what type of effect it is, whether that's tremolo or flanger or chorus or whatever. But I think that's one of the only gripes. And then also on each different effect, that your 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 parameter knobs do something different on all of them, and that's kind of cool. But I feel like it's a little bit complex. But you can save presets though, or preset, and that makes it a little bit nicer to do. A little bit nicer to use so that you're not fiddling around with it like on show day or something like that. I've currently got it on my pedal board down there, as you can actually see it. Let's see if I can point. Yeah, right there, that's the one. Also, I'll put a little icon of it like right here so that you can see what it looks like up close. Don't get me wrong, guys, it is a great effects pedal and it really does have great modulation effects in it. And that's the most important thing. The other stuff is just me being lazy and not wanting to figure out some stuff. Hold on a sec. But anyway, I'm just going to show you a little demo of the effect that I like the most. And they call it Tremolo 65. Here's what UAD says about it. Authentic tube amp shake. Few things compared to optical tube drive tremolo of the 1960s American amplifiers. Deep, undulating, and the very essence of vibe. This is well written. Trem 65 is a faithful emulation of the classic circuit, from shimmering ripples to choppy mayhem. Every dynamic detail is captured in UA style, down to the complex interactions between light source, photoresistor, and A12 AT7 driver tube. Plus, you can explore further and create your own tremolo textures with variable sine and square wave settings. Now, that I think is one of the coolest things that this pedal has to offer, and that would be the square wave. One's a sine wave, so you have it be more gradual, and then you have a square wave where the envelope goes like that, and then the tremolo effect is much more violent. Anyway, that's probably my favorite one, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. And I actually just keep it set on what my knob parameters are currently showing, and then my preset. So I'll show you those things. I think we'll start with the square wave. Okay, now I'm going to show you what the sine wave tremolo sounds like. Hey guys, I just recorded a whole segment without having my audio mic on, so I'm going to try to recall what I just said. I have a bad memory, so, you know, whatever. So I just wanted to show you guys what the Tremolo 65 sounded like. I think it's one of the best tremolo pedals that I've ever heard that didn't come out of in an actual, you know, Fender Twin or Blackface or whatever. The circuit sounds really cool. When you click the on-off buttons, you can hear the relays clicking. That's kind of a cool feature, I think. This pedal is definitely worth buying just for how many features it has. I know it's kind of expensive. It's like $399, right in there. So $400 basically. But the features you get in there are just so jam-packed with good stuff. I was saying before that I am grateful to be living in this digital age where we have the ability to get our hands on boutique sounding gear for a fraction of the cost that it would have been. If you buy all these pedals, let's see, it's 5 pedals in one. Say best case scenario, each one is $100, right? That's already $500. So you get it all in one, and you get it in one small package that's not going to take up real estate on your pedal board. One thing to note on this pedal is it does take kind of a high, I think it was minimum 400 milliamps in. I actually had to buy another power supply that would supply that, which was the Fender, the new Fender power supply. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's in there somewhere. You'll find it. Fender power supply puts out 500 milliamps for all the pedals. And if you don't have that, it's not going to run right. It's going to glitch out and not like you very much. Definitely some downsides, though, and being in the digital age is everybody has kind of the same sound if you're using impulse responses. And, you know, that's okay, though, because you have... The guitar is such an expressive instrument that your guitar sound is really in your hands and in the way you're articulating notes and sliding between notes and all that kind of stuff. But also your tone is in your amplifier and how high you have your volume knob up and string gauge you use, you know, the mood you're in. There's so many different things that are going to determine your sound. I can recall this famous story where Clapton showed up to a gig and he didn't have his amplifier, so it got lost, you know, by, you know, the plain people. And so anyway, he just said, "Bring me a Fender Twin," and apparently the show sounded great and it looked great, and that's all he needed, because Clapton's sound was in his hands, and he had his guitar with him, so that was helpful as well. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you want to see more. Have a fantastic week.